it was enough to like get me to work, and so I wasn't doing something illegal. Like I was still going to school technically, but I wasn't gonna graduate at this rate. And then one day, my best friend Nadia, she told me, you know, if you don't graduate on time, we can't hang out together. That gave me the motivation to finish up 10th grade, so I started e-school, which is like online school, and I finished that in 6 months. My lowest score was a B. I'm really proud of that. And then I went back to Mercy Academy, my high school, after that with a motorized wheelchair, and they all helped me and stuff, and it was nice. I graduated, and actually, you're not supposed to like make any noise at the Mercy Academy graduations, but when it was my turn to like go across the stage, everyone like stood up and clapped for me at that moment, so it was a good feeling. Okay. Leave me alone! I like to keep pictures. I put these in my PowerPoints when I'm teaching. Apparently high schoolers don't think they're as cute as I am.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
So, now, I'm happy, and I feel like that just happened a little while ago, honestly, because it sounds weird, but I didn't really accept that I was in a wheelchair or that things happened to me, because I would keep thinking one day I'm gonna walk again. And maybe that will happen, but I shouldn't expect it to come to me on a silver platter. Like, I'm gonna have to work on it. And I will have to work on it every day, the next rest of my life. And I won't stop until I'm happy and it's great again. So, honestly, once I realized all that, I just became happy. I came out of my shell and I started enjoying life and really living instead of always overthinking and staying sad and all that. So, yeah. So, keep working hard every day till you're happy too.
We'll try.
Thanks. Okay, now you guys can... This is the wrong crowd. You guys know everything about my personal secrets? I have no secrets.
That's really
So I have a question.
What?
So what are you doing in regards to like making people aware of, other than this presentation, like what are you doing?
So I'm a leader at a student leader at the Disability Resource Center too. So like, I do work over there a little bit and help out. And then also, my book, Fight the Darkness. So that's the story of like how I got sick and how other people can like take from that and learn how to be happy. And I made these really cool things, and I know most of you have read my book already, but I don't care. Okay, take one down and pass it around.
No, I haven't. No, you don't have one.
So that's just a little more information about what my book is, Fight the Darkness, and then there's an excerpt of it. I don't know, I just found a picture online. It was like 11 last night. I was not about to work as hard. Wait, did you give one to Courtney?
No.
Alright.
No, I didn't
Courtney,
get
there's food in the back too.
Alright.
You can eat anytime you want.
Okay, and you guys can ask me any questions about like my disability or how I live with it. I swear I don't get offended. Yeah, Katie?
How do you think how do you think that like teaching will work out with it? Are you worried about that at all?
That is something that's like always been on my mind. I thought like is it gonna work out? But I've been doing all my field experience and observations this year, and like I haven't had any trouble with it because of all the technology. So I can
Right.
type everything, and then like you really just have to give presentations and do interactive stuff.
Yeah. What's your favorite subject to teach?
Social studies. Like, it's really weird. When I went to college, I really wanted to teach psychology. So my advisor said, take social studies and minor in psychology. But after like teaching US history this semester and taking all these history courses, I really, really, really love history. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
I'm a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and I know that you're a member of Delta Zeta.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, do you believe that you're bringing disability awareness to Greek life?
I do. I would say so. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you guys do work out with, besides Delta Zeta, you guys work with other fraternities, you know, whenever they have functions, so.
Yeah. And like,
At least in the social gatherings, right?
yeah.
You
so
should go to parties and start raising
I actually do that.
She did the other day, what was that, 14-hour
Raise red.
raise?
Yeah, I danced for 18 hours
Oh,
for the kids.
Oh yeah, when I was really tired, because I did it too, and we were going to the Red Barn to get food, because it's in this big building, I got on the back of the wheelchair and she rolled
That's
me
the
down.
best phase. That's the best. It's fun. When we were late to meeting, because
Yesterday.
we went to AOPI, like we just ran on her wheelchair.
Yeah, Kay and I don't like being late to stuff, so we're just gonna book it. So I put my speed all the way to 5 miles an hour.
No wonder you fell
We
yesterday.
were late. We were
Now I
late.
know.
Oh yeah, I fell.
I think you shouldn't be exposing these things
She
while
had
your
a
parents
curve
are here.
like Monday.
It's okay. My dad
She
knows
was
how
on
crazy I
vacation.
am.
Well, I think awareness is getting better because I think since I bring her to the university sometimes, and I noticed that during winter time, when they cleaned out the snow, they piled up all the snow on the ramp for the disability,
yeah.
you know, going into the, like, you know, wow, you know, who was thinking, or somebody wasn't thinking about it, that there are students on the wheelchair, if that is blocked, there's no way for them to get into the classroom, so.
There have been some things like that, like the snow. I couldn't get into my classroom because there was snow all over the ramp. So I had to go I should have just emailed and said I can't come in. But no, I was a nerd. It was my freshman year, so I went all the way around to get into the building. And then I live at the point, and one day I was going to class and someone parked in front of that ramp, so I had to go all the way around to get out. And then I go where the Greek road ramp is, get to class, and someone also parked in front of that ramp. That was a fun day.
It also didn't help that point took forever to help with their door situation to let you inside.
Oh yeah.
Hi, guys,
Hi.
thank you.
We're coming. The apartment people didn't put in the handicap door things for 5 months after.
It was a long time.
It was
like
a
the
long
first
time.
semester was over and it was the start of the second
Yeah,
semester.
so I couldn't even get into my apartment past 6. So she had to come open the door for me all the time, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you. Now moving on to her. Wait, any more questions? Okay, we're good. Moving on to part 3. So,
We kind of
It's using the handicap stall, it's comfortable.
oh yeah.
Sometimes you need
People
personal
do that
time.
all the time. They use the handicap stall, and it's like if you need to change your clothes and want to go to the handicap stall, go for like 1 minute, change your clothes, and then come out. But no, people like to take their time in the handicap stall doing God knows what.
Some people are insecure.
I guess. And I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to public bathrooms and I've really had to go because I wait till the last minute.
Yeah, you do.
And then I can't go because someone's in the stall. And every other stall is open. Very frustrating. So don't use that handicap stall if every other stall is open.
So make sure this presentation goes to DRC so they can probably publicize it to the rest of the campus, right?
Yeah,
You put it on the door.
I know.
Don't use this stall.
Actually, somebody parked their bicycle in front of like one of those automatic door pushing things, and so I couldn't get into my building. So someone like came out and she wrote this huge note like, "Don't be a jerk. People need this. Park your bike somewhere else from now on." So there are good people in the world. But I do understand that it's like not something that you might think about all the time because before I was in a wheelchair, I just used the handicap stalls because they were fun. But yeah, don't use the handicap stalls because there's a reason I don't use public bathrooms because I'm always afraid that's a problem.
You didn't do word insensitivity. Yeah, you didn't do word insensitivity. Or stereotyping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Word insensitive. I'm looking at you three when I say this, by the way, because you guys are bad about this.
But
Word
You can't single
insensitive.
people out in the presentation.
It's okay, you're my cousins, it's fine. Word insensitivity. So, first off, you never know who's around it. So like, you guys know what invisible disabilities are. Just shout it out, someone.
What is it?
Yes, honey bun.
But I think you should be strong inside as a person.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
but
I understand it's still wrong, but I feel like regardless of disability, regardless of anything, like if anybody says anything, like you should be strong enough to not let it
I
bother
know
you.
that, but let me keep talking. I have interesting stuff planned. Okay, so what's I talking about?
What kind of words people say without thinking about, that somebody.
Oh yeah.
The
So
one
I had a
that starts
friend
with R.
last. What?
See, word insensitivity.
I
We're
can't,
just
I
talking
don't like
about
you to go anything.
I have a friend, and last semester we talked a lot, and she was telling me that she doesn't have epilepsy, but she gets seizures quite often, and that's an invisible disability. No one knows about it, but people in her class would always say stuff like, "Oh, I can't do this. Like, I'm gonna seize up." Or not seize up, I'm gonna have a seizure during my speech or something like that. And it offended her because seizures are really bad and she's almost died like quite a few times. So that's one thing. And then the word crippled. I use it, but that's because I'm in a wheelchair and I'm allowed to say that. Probably not, but I use it anyways. Don't use that word because like people just use that word now to say, "Oh, I hurt my hand, I'm crippled," when really the definition is like someone that's in pain and or like not able to walk. So you're just like downplaying it when you say, "Oh, I'm so crippled, I can't do this." Okay, Kate. Call me.
Why?
Because it's fun. Then the R word. Hopefully I don't have to say what the R word is.
No.
Because you guys say it a lot. And it's bad because up until like 2012 or something, it was an actual medical diagnosis. So, someone that, like, whatever, had,
Stroke or something?
I don't think they use that word in medicine now. They just use mentally incapacitated.
yeah, it's not, they don't use it anymore. But, like, they did, so people are diagnosed with mental retardation. And so, the reason we don't use it anymore is because people have started saying, oh, that's so stupid, but that's so, you know, a word. But I don't like it, can you tell? It gets under my skin. So, when you're saying something stupid by using the R word, you're basically saying that someone that is mentally retarded is stupid. So, like, and it might not hurt the feelings of someone that has that disease, but you're also hurting anyone that's close to them. So, like, I've heard at the DRC, one of the kids was diagnosed with mental retardation, and a parent was walking by, and these kids were saying, like, using the word a lot to describe something stupid, and she was almost ready to start crying. She did not like that. So, don't use the R word. Like, there's so many words in the English language. Replace it. Let's see. Stereotyping. That's a big thing with disabilities. So, like, I'm in a wheelchair, obviously, but don't think that, like, someone else in a wheelchair is gonna be like Hina, or no one's like me. Or, like, don't assume that I can't do things because I'm in a wheelchair. I can't tell you how many times it's happened that someone said, oh, Hina can't do that, like, with her wheelchair, because I can.
Can you do donuts on your wheelchair?
I do what? What are those?
Oh, like you go, make them go around really fast.
Oh, yeah, I've done that. I do a lot of fun things with this, actually.
Moving into walls.
You're mean. Anyways, so don't assume that, like, I can't do stuff, because I can do it. It might be different, but I can do whatever I set my mind to.
What's the attitude in Elizabeth? How do you pronounce that?
Yeah, attitudinalism. I just found it online, and I thought it was a cool word, so I added it. It's basically stereotyping, I think. I'm assuming.
You're not supposed to assume.
Guys, I made this PowerPoint on Saturday, and I have not looked at it since then, so.
So underprepared, right?
You did good.
Yeah,
Which is good.
I'm just kind of winging it. Now you know how my students feel. Time for a break. No point in having a break unless you guys want to play with the ball.
Anybody wants more? There are more snacks.
There's
in the
food
back,
in the
please,
back.
please, you know.
You're doing a great presentation. I have a meeting at 12:30, but you really are doing a great presentation.
All right. Thank you for
Thank
your
you,
help.
Evan.
All right, appreciate it.
I would continue on.
Let's play tennis.
Are you like talking? I know it's fun, guys.
I want to play tennis. Hey, buddy. Hand me.
People can eat, and you can't throw.
It's warm in here, but you know, there's nothing, I mean, I reduced the temperature setting on there, but I think that whatever the standard setting is.
It's better than when we came.
Oh, I drank your water.
Oh,
I drank your water.
Yeah, just drink some
you
water.
give it and I'll stop.
I'll give it.
Alright.
Is this supposed to, are you trying to publicize your book? Is that what we're saying?
Duh. Excerpt.
I said that.
Although you already have it, so I mean, you don't need that, but whatever.
You have another guess.
Hey, you can go forward. You can go forward.
Oh, hi.
Hi, come on. Please
Alright.
move forward, please.
While we're taking break, do you guys want to play a game? Like
Chip,
plan
chip,
for?
chip.
Yeah, better come to the front.
You can.
No one's saying yes.
I
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Here, toss it to me first.
You
So
Alright.
whoever
Yeah.
catches it answers the question.
Yeah, so what, say the name, well, I don't know if you guys know each other. Okay, but like, look at the person before you throw it to them, so they're prepared to catch it.
You're stuck now.
And then wherever your left thumb lands is the question you have to answer. And my friend Madison came up with these questions. And they're really funny, so, yes. Should I answer one?
Yes.
Yes, dude.
Okay. Let's see. Already answered. What do you think of Hina Iqbal? Well, I think she's pretty awesome. I mean,
I agree.
What if we disagree?
I agree with you.
I'm gonna throw this ball at your face.
Yeah, they got, you just pass it on, I'll take it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, Kate, go.
Would you make a good president? No.
No? Yeah, you would make us such a president.
Okay,
We're fun.
Choice of weapon for a food fight? Does that mean like what food I would throw?
Yeah.
Hi.
I guess what I can think of is Jello.
Jello's a good one. I was thinking spaghetti.
How about watermelon?
I got the same one, so I'll answer it.
I mean, if you want to, you can pick another question.
Childhood career. Okay, it's kind of obscure, but I wanted to be an architect. So, houses and design.
What you end up doing? You
Did on school.
did? Well, okay.
Yes.
There's architect involved in there, depending on if you know, what specialty you end up doing. Let's see it.
Would you survive the zombie apocalypse?
I would not.
Probably
Probably not.
You're the president
You're the
now.
president of the College of Business. You'd make a good
I was
president.
thinking like.
Better than us.
Yeah, next time.
Not right now.
Maybe in a few years.
Left thumb.
Left? Okay. What is your worst fear? Who would you sacrifice to get rid of? Your worst fear is that Hina getting hurt, actually.
Oh, I did get hurt on Monday.
So who would you sacrifice to get rid of it? Hina's mom?
No, I want her to get the same question.
By the way, I'm Hina's dad.
Here, answer.
Why? What?
All the questions been answered already.
I want to
Would
hear.
you survive the zombie apocalypse?
Oh, wow.
No.
Probably not. He wouldn't survive.
No.
Then there's
He
no
would
way.
He'll be the first one to go.
I know. He'll be like, I got this, guys.
No, we'll push him forward.
Alright, break is over.
Alright, let's move on.
I mean, if no one else wants to answer.
Hina, Hira, you wanna offer anything to eat or drink?
Oh, do you want anything to eat, sir?
Before I got here.
Alright. So, but you might be thinking, well, wait, what can I do? Well, first step, you're doing it, educate yourself. So, know a little bit about disabilities, and I mean, if you know me, you know a little bit about disabilities, I would assume, so. Good job, you passed part one. Be sensitive with language, we've already talked about that, but like, also, if you're saying, like, you all would, here's a good example. So I was walking with my friends, and they always go like the shortcut to get to the Dizzy house, for those of you that don't know. And they were like, hey, let's just go that way. Well, we started walking, and it turns out like there's a curb thing to get over it. So I couldn't go that way. So, I mean, if you're able to, just kind of think about those things. Like, wait, can she actually go this way? Can she actually do that? Don't help without asking. That might sound like weird, but sometimes, like, people help me and I don't really need it, and I didn't ask for it, because if I need help, I ask. Believe me, I ask all the time.
But isn't it, you can't blame people for being nice though.
Well, yeah, like, I know, but I'm, like, don't make a wider, whatever, area, gap in between you guys walking, like, because you think they might need it. Because what if they don't, you know?
But if somebody comes in and they're opening the door for somebody coming on the wheelchair, even if there's a handicap accessible button, I mean, would that be something?
I mean, that's nice, but like,
But that they would do
it
for
takes away
anybody.
independence sometimes.
Okay.
And some people with disabilities like to feel independent, they like to know that they can do things.
Makes sense, okay.
But if you open the door for me, I wouldn't mind. I love people opening doors for me. So just raise awareness. Like, if one of your friends is doing something that's like not really sensitive to people with disabilities, say something. Say like, hey, that's not cool. Or, I don't know, in your class or something. And lastly, be inclusive. So don't exclude someone just because they have a disability. Like, that kind of goes back to stereotyping again. Don't assume that someone that is in a wheelchair can't go out, so like you don't ask them. So try and ask them, like being inclusive. Do you want me to plug your thing now?
I can do a little bit of introduction and then go to it if people can hear me. That will be the question.
Can you guys hear her, or do you want to?
We can close the, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Alright.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Pick me up. I'll pick you up, sure.
Oh God, Kate. Alright.
Thanks, Kate, for your help.
So, we're gonna hear about a different perspective about accessibility on campus.
Okay.
This is Sarah Mudd. She's a graduate student from U of L.
Twice. 2 times over. I have a bachelor's degree from here in history and MS in studio, which is a master's in social work from here as well. That I just got in August of a year ago, so it's been more than a year, but I still feel like this place is home. That being said, I did have quite a few obstacles while I was here, but mine more physical barriers than he does. And, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and talk rather than play the voice thing, because they may understand me better that way.
Okay, pull it up. I'm pulling up a recording of it.
Okay.
And if you all can't understand this, I'll go back to talking if I need to.
Okay, who will ask the question?
Need help? Yeah, bending over is hard. Yeah, little. I need.
Can you search?
Okay. Go and type in search thing on the left. And type in SAR.
This one?
Yeah. Right. Next one.
Technology is always lovely.
What a quote.
And we need it to work, it never does.
I don't know. What to do.
I know it by heart, so I need to just talk it the way I can.
That was the one.
She said that there's lots of new characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
we found it.
Thank you for helping me.
No problem.
Sometimes I don't project as easily as I could. I don't have Hannah's teacher voice.
You can just trust.
Hannah has a teacher voice.
We're done.
I don't have that. I wish I did. Hello. I was loud.
Yeah,
Let me begin by thanking our co-host here in Austin. Thank you so much. I appreciate your appreciation.
yeah.
As you said, it's very wonderful institution. 15 years in the making, but it took and shaped a lot of my life. And to this day, I do not regret any of the years or hours I spent on this campus. I was going to cerebral palsy, also known as CP. CP is a disability that affects motor skills and often affects speech ability as well as intellectual function in some. walk, and also affected my upper body mobility to a fair degree. That said, this condition has given me the gift of being able to use a wheelchair for mobility. It has also given me other gifts, which I will briefly touch on today. But many of the obstacles I overcame and encountered while on campus at UofL were physical barriers, such as ramps, wheelchair ramps, being too narrow for my wheelchair to navigate easily, or unintended students securing their bikes to wheelchair ramp railings such that the handle of the bicycle would protrude inside of the railing, impeding my access up the ramp. I also dealt with elevators in buildings that were so old the elevator has holes in the doorway that the back wheel got caught in one time, and I was stuck on the elevator for probably an hour waiting for the fireman to help lift my wheel out of the elevator door shaft. Probably two of the most fun obstacles I faced, and I find that as sarcastically as I can put it, are smoking stations, i.e. reception homes for purchase cigarettes, garbage cans, or decorative planters being placed directly in the path of the automatic door switch, so that I could not access it. And last but not least, has to be
Pause it first. Pause it.
No. I'll speed it up because I know he has some other stuff to get to, but the smoking cigarette container holders and the decorative a huge no-no because people in wheelchairs can't move the planter or around the planter to hit the door switch.
Makes sense.
Especially if I don't have an assistant with me, which a lot of days on campus, like today, I may not have. I may have them for class, but they might have had to leave early or something. And so I'm stuck navigating around campus by myself. And the other big one I think you all can help with is in the winter when the physical plant people choose to, and this specifically happens in the Davidson Hall parking lot. They used to choose to shift the majority of the snow in the one parking lot space that was open for us in wheelchairs to get to the sidewalk. So we would have had to climb up over the huge pile of snow. And they did that so it was out of the parking lot, which is great for people park there, but you can't get to the campus sidewalk that way without going over that snowbank. So if you see that, just help us and the disability resource center help ourselves and ask somebody disabled if they would like you to call physical plant for them, because although the DRC is a great service here, they can't do it all. They really can't. They only have 5 paid staff for all the disabled students they service. So they can't do it all. They really can't. But the other also big issue I had was, I guess you call it attitudinal, in that well, heinouses don't help without asking. I'm going to take the opposite tact and say, if you see somebody clearly struggling and they're stubborn like I am, some of us will ask. I'm trying to break myself out of that, but I'm still stubborn. And so I'll sit there and try to do something for multiple minutes until I get it done. When, with help, what could have taken 5 minutes, getting in the doorway, making a phone call or whatever, took me 15 because I didn't have help or nobody saw me struggling. So just, I would ask to kind of toe the line between asking and not about asking is we have the right to say no at that point. But if we don't get asked, we don't get the help we need, and some of us feel worse at times having to go ask or go search for people if, like, in the summer and the campus is dead because the main classes aren't in session. The summer term with not many of the kids are from here, and the ones that are here aren't always on campus, so it's hard to find someone to ask help sometimes. So, real quickly, do you all have any questions for me about that part of the talk?
So, do you want people, like, should we help out if we see it, or we should wait for help? Like, if we should wait for you to ask for help and then help out, or is it okay to help?
And here will most likely
I would say, like,
maybe disagree with this, but for me, I'd say it's always better to err on the side of asking and then let us turn you down.
Okay.
Then not ask and leave us flailing somewhere.
Okay, I get it.
All right.
Would you disagree with that?
I would say, like, it depends on the person, you know?
No, what if somebody asks, like, say I ask to help and then I help, like, I don't come in and
Yeah.
Alright,
I think
alright.
you should ask first, like, hey, do you need help?
Okay.
But my issue is people would clearly see me trying to do something for 10 minutes and nobody would ask because I don't know if they were too self-absorbed or too busy or what, but that's what drives me nuts.
Got it.
No, people should definitely ask, for sure.
Yes. Any more questions?
Nothing? Anybody? No? All right, thank you, Karen. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
I have a special surprise for you guys. So, like I said in the presentation, doctors thought I was dying and they said I'll never be able to walk again.
Help her.
But I've been working really hard and yeah.
You need Barbara to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Barbara can't wait.
Talking, you're gonna make me.
Yeah, we recorded the other day, she took 7 steps actually, that's little baby steps. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Good job. Wrong hand.
Walking around barefoot now. Alright, time for an actual break. If any of you guys want to take pictures or whatever, do that.
Nobody wants to take a picture.
We'll see you later, okay?
Where are you going?
Doctor.
You don't want to take a picture with me?
You have a million.
When you
Thanks for coming.